Hey guys, Super Dave here, ready for another video. Before we get into the meats and bones of this video, I want to remind you that I live in a small town. I worked a 9-to-5 job, and I went through a process of learning how to buy, maintain, and cash flow rental properties. I'm going to have a systematic video series that's going to walk you through the steps I went through to get to where I am today, to get to financial freedom. So let's get into it. This is the first video, and this video is about how to get qualified at the bank. This is very important. This is the very first step in your journey. You have to be qualified with a bank. You have to be able to borrow money. If you can't learn to borrow money, all the things in the later videos are not going to work. So this is very important. This is steps 1 through 10 on how to get qualified with your bank. Step number 1, I recommend you pull your credit report. It's easy to find it online. Pull your credit report, print it out. Don't have somebody else do it for you. That could put a nick on your record. You do it yourself. Go online and look at it line by line. Make sure there's no mistakes. Look at that credit report and make sure it's accurate and everything is perfect on it, and that's going to raise your score. The next thing you need to do, step number 2, pull out your last 2 tax returns. Get a copy of them, get them organized, because that's the first thing the banker is going to ask you. So make sure you have them and keep them in an organized manner. Now, step number 3 is something unique to Super Dave. What I like to do is get my CPA and I get my banker into the same room. This is very important, because the banker's always looking at your tax return and the CPA is preparing your tax return. So get these guys together, or girls, and sit them down in a room together. Your CPA will listen to the banker will listen to the CPA. And what's important here is you're trying to get a tax return that shows that you make good income. At the same time, you don't want to pay too much in taxes. It's a fine line there. If you can get these people together in the same room and organize their thoughts, the CPA is going to produce the right tax return for the banker to look at to maximize your income so he can give you a loan. So you might not have a CPA and you might not have a banker, but these are relationships that you're going to need to build for the future. You need to make sure your tax returns are strong and look right. So over time, you'll build a relationship with a CPA. You are going to borrow money from the bank, and over time, you're going to build a relationship with your banker. And it may be intimidating to hear the words CPA and banker, but these are beneficial relationships that you are going to cultivate over time. Step number 4. This is another thing unique to Super Dave. A lot of people will go to the bank, make an appointment, and sit in front of the banker and have a conversation. I don't like to operate that way. A banking relationship is important, and what I do is I call up a banker in my local town and I invite them to lunch. I pick them up at the branch, I take them out to eat, and we sit down and have a meal together. During this time, don't ask about the loan. Don't talk about detailed information. Ask him or her about their family. Get to know them on a personal level. This is very important because banking's not all about the numbers. They want to make sure they're loaning money to the right person. And when you go to this appointment, clean your car, break out your best watch, dress nice, get ready for this appointment and take it very seriously. And enjoy your time and get to know your banker on a personal level. Step number 5, go online and pull a personal financial statement. They're easy to find, and go ahead and print one out at your home office and take a look at it and practice filling it out. It's a detailed list of your assets, your debts, and your incomes. Go ahead and fill that out and practice, because the first time you meet with a banker, that's going to be your first assignment. Step number 6 is fixing bad credit. What does that mean? Well, if you go on your credit report and you have car loans, high interest loans, credit card loans, those are the things you need to eat away at. Those are the things that you need to shift money from savings and shift it over and pay off a car or part of a car. Work on your credit cards. That's bad debt. Those are the things that make your credit report and your ratings look bad. So take the time and go through and say, what's bad? Those are the ones you need to focus on and buy them down. Step number 7 is understanding your debt to income ratios. This is just a math formula, and over time you'll get to understand it better and better. How much income do you bring in? How much debt and expenses do you have going out the other side? This ratio is very important to the bank, and they're going to look at this. So, know your own income to debt ratios. In a future video, we will go over how to calculate and how to understand the debt to income ratio more specifically. Step number 8 is during this time of your life, you need to save money. It's important that you have capital and you have money in your savings accounts. So it's a time to be frugal. It's a time to put money away. What I used to do is save 10% of my income every year. I would chop off 10% of whatever I made and I put it in a savings account, and I consider that not my money. Whatever your method is, this is the time to save money. Put it in your accounts because you're going to need capital as you grow your real estate business. Step number 9 is find a way to create more income, a second revenue stream. I did it when I was in real estate. I would work all day as a realtor. Then I would go in at nighttime and I would wait tables. I would work as a bartender. I would work all day and I'd work all night. This is the time to do it. Think of a creative way to create a new income stream. Step number 10 is the most important step. If you don't do step number 10, steps 1 through 9 don't matter. You have to take action. That's step number 10. You have to create action. You need to move. You need to touch things. You need to go knock on doors. You need to pick up your phone. Whatever action it takes to get in front of a banker and do all the things I just asked you for. Thank you for watching today. It was another video from Super Dave. I really appreciate your time. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Give me the thumbs up, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks.